Good evening and welcome. The result today is a hashtag verdict for 2024. Yes, that's my hashtag tonight. Hashtag verdict for 2024. No doubt about it. Absolutely no question in my mind that today's result sets the stage for a BJP comeback in 2024. You agree or disagree? Tell me using that hashtag. Let me give you my reasons. The decisive verdict in Uttar Pradesh, a record vote share and 275 seats no less, means the road is smooth for the BJP in 2024. Number two, the clear win in Goa, Manipur and Uttarakhand makes this a verdict for 2024. Third, the emergence of the AAP is also a verdict for 2024. The party has completely taken over the space left by the Vadra Congress completely. But the verdict overall is completely pro-BJP because it has defeated double anti-incumbency and turned it into pro-incumbency in all the 4 states where it faced that blowback. And that is incredible. Double incumbency being turned into pro-incumbency is not a political event, it is a political rarity. But the biggest blow of all is not for the Vadra Congress. Are you surprised when I'm saying that? The biggest blow is not for the Vadra Congress. Then you'll ask me, who is it for? Well, I would say it is for the Vadra Congress sycophants. They're the ones who built up comedian politician Sidhu as a political marvel. They said he's fantastic. They said he's the future of Indian politics. They're the ones who built up the untested, uncharismatic Channi as some kind of a political workhorse. And they are the ones who built up the constant predictable political flop Priyanka Vadra as the source of a political revival for a party. In all of this, the role of the Lutyens media must now be analyzed by you and condemned by right-thinking people like you across the country. This media cohort has to be exposed. They have cheated the people of the country by misreporting constantly. And that's not a mistake, it's a well-thought strategy. They are part of the political ecosystem. They have misled you, they have misled crores of people in the country, and today's result actually proves how malicious and disconnected this media cabal and this ecosystem is from the reality of this country. A couple of more things at the start. Viewers, today, the Republic Media Network, and people tell us, why is your viewership so high? The Republic Media Network was at least 1 hour ahead of any other news channel in our coverage of the results. And how was this possible? This was possible because on a digitized system, on a linear basis, from the counting center to the district to the state level to the collation center, we deployed almost 1,000 strong crew on the ground in 5 states to bring you the highest quality political reporting and accurate psychological experience. That's why it was so smooth. And you have been so generous with your support today, so generous with your praise for my team that I cannot even do justice enough by saying thank you to all of you. So I won't try doing that, but you know that I really mean when I say I'm grateful to you for your support and viewership today. And viewers, one more thing, I'm not among those who literally make a song and a dance about it, but you know. You know that Republic is the only network in the whole country that got it spot on in every state this time. So this coverage today, and the way we could bring it to you with precision, passion and clarity and speed has been very satisfying. So you'll ask me what my focus is tonight. My focus is simple. I want to put my views versus or for yours. I want to provoke your opinion. I'll begin by saying this is a verdict for 2024. Is this about making the road clear for the BJP to return in 2024? As of now, yes, I think so. But you tell me what you think. And on that note, let's debate. 2 big debates. Is the BJP's record-breaking performance in UP a bellwether for what is coming? Is that what the opposition and the Lutyens is agitated about? And debate number 2 at 10 o'clock. What is the national impact of this? Will this verdict pave the way for some different kind of a political churn on what's coming? The road to 2024. We're taking this forward with all the reporting. We have an interesting hour and a half, 2 hours lined up. And here are the headlines on this election night.
उत्तर प्रदेश में 37 साल बाद कोई सरकार लगातार दूसरी बार सत्ता में आई है।
BJP bulldozes the opposition with a record mandate in elections 2024, wins back all 4 states.
और इस आशीर्वाद को हम सबको स्वीकार करते हुए आम जनमानस की आकांक्षाओं के अनुरूप सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास और सबके प्रयास के इस मंत्र को अंगीकार करते हुए निरंतर आगे बढ़ाना होगा।
As the vote share increases in each state, the verdict shows India's mood ahead of the 2024 general elections.
हमें इस देश की राजनीति बदलनी है। कोई आपको गाली दे तो बोलो जी गाली आपकी, आपको मुबारक, मैंने स्वीकार ही नहीं की आपकी गाली।
Aam Aadmi Party sweeps Punjab elections, finishes the Congress and wins with a historic vote share.
पूरी क्रेडिट मैं हमारे माननीय पंतप्रधान नरेंद्र मोदी जी को देता हूं। सही में उन्हीं के लीडरशिप के अंडर हम इलेक्शन को गए थे।
No hung house in Goa, in Manipur or Uttarakhand. Cynics and negative campaigners have egg on their face tonight. Vadra successfully managed to lead the Congress to a wipeout once again. Vote share falls to an unprecedented low. Priyanka and Rahul Gandhi refuse to speak to anyone in the media and don't say anything all day. And record-breaking viewership numbers, live streaming numbers for the network of choice for every election. Republic also hits the exit poll bullseye. Ladies and gentlemen, the BJP has silenced all critics tonight with its record performance in the 4 states where the entire opposition and the Lutyens ecosystem wrote them off. Yogi Adityanath has bulldozed the rest and there is no hung house in either Goa, Manipur or Uttarakhand. So, if this was the semi-final before 2024, the writing is very much on the wall tonight. Let's debate.
The landslide victory of the BJP in the Uttar Pradesh Assembly elections under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has set the template for the 2024 Lok Sabha elections.
आपने देखा होगा भारतीय जनता पार्टी की डबल इंजन की सरकार ने 5 वर्षों से लगातार उत्तर प्रदेश के अंदर सुरक्षा का जो माहौल दिया, उत्तर प्रदेश की आस्था को सम्मान देने का जो कार्य किया, उत्तर प्रदेश के अंदर आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के मार्गदर्शन में विकास के कार्यक्रमों को जिस मजबूती के साथ आगे बढ़ाने का कार्य किया और साथ ही साथ गरीब कल्याणकारी योजनाओं को प्रभावी ढंग से आगे बढ़ाने के लिए जो प्रयास प्रारंभ हुए हैं, आज उसका परिणाम जनता जनार्दन ने जातिवाद, परिवारवाद, वंशवाद की राजनीति को पूरी तरह तिलांजलि देते हुए 2022 में भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी को प्रचंड बहुमत के साथ ये विजयश्री उपलब्ध कराई है।
Yogi Adityanath's victory in the UP elections is historic in the sense that he has become the first incumbent Chief Minister in the history of UP in more than 3 decades who have completed more than 5 years of office and to be re-elected once again as the Chief Minister.
देश में गरीबों के नाम पर घोषणाएं बहुत हुई, योजनाएं भी बहुत बनी, लेकिन उस योजनाओं का जो हकदार था, जिस गरीब का उस पर हक था, उसके लिए ये हक उसको मिले, बिना परेशानी को मिले। बीते वर्षों में हमने गवर्नेंस डिलीवरी सिस्टम तो बेहतर किया ही, साथ साथ पूरी प्रक्रिया में पारदर्शिता भी लाए हैं। भाजपा गरीब को भरोसा देती है कि प्रत्येक गरीब तक सरकार ने निर्णय की हुई सुविधाएं जरूर पहुंचेगी। और मैं गरीब के घर तक उसका हक पहुंचाए बिना चैन से बैठने वाला इंसान नहीं।
आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने भारत की राजनीति बदल दी, उसकी संस्कृति बदल दी। अब रिपोर्ट कार्ड की राजनीति है। काम करोगे, जनता के बीच में जाओगे और जनता का आशीर्वाद लोगे।
These images will be etched in the minds of the people of Gorakhpur and specifically Uttar Pradesh from now on. Certainly historic rally taken out by the supporters of Bharatiya Janata Party. They have taken out a string of bulldozers and this has become the mascot of the Uttar Pradesh 2022 assembly elections, and all for the right reasons. After Yogi Adityanath, the chief minister, he made a statement that he will bulldoze the opposition parties with his bulldozer.
इन 5 वर्षों तक आप लोगों ने देखा होगा, ये जितने पेशेवर माफिया अपराधी थे, भ्रष्टाचारी थे, सब दुबके हुए थे या भाग गए थे। लेकिन जैसे ही चुनाव आयोग का नोटिफिकेशन निकला, ये लोग निकल करके फिर से अपने बिलों से निकल करके फुफकारने लग गए।
Okay, opening up the debate tonight, and just want to begin by saying that, BJP winning with a vote share of 41.4%, the number is 275 in UP. It's no small feat. 13 crore of the 18 crore voters in the 5 states were in UP. It's the single biggest bellwether in national politics. So I will spend some time first discussing Uttar Pradesh here. And I want to begin with Ratnakar Tripathi. I know your party has done very badly, and my sympathies for that. I can't say empathy, but having said that, isn't it huge what Yogi has achieved? And welcome to Nupur Sharma of the BJP, Atul Kumar Anjan of the Communist Party of India, Shyam Singh Yadav of the BSP Member of Parliament, Abhishek Sudhir supports the Samajwadi Party, Manojit Mandal, Ratan Sharda and M.R. Venkatesh are with us. Opening with you, Ratnakar Tripathi.
In my opinion, Modi ji handled it very well. Yeah, the credit doesn't go to UP.
No, is UP a big deal?
Because there is a decline of 50 seats. There is a decline of 50 seats. And Samajwadi Party has achieved 3 times of the seat, nearly. It is 27%.
Right.
So you cannot say that this is a clean sweep.
This is not a clean sweep.
This is not a clean sweep.
Okay. What is a clean sweep? 275
Had
seats.
they got 312?
Had they got 312?
312.
Okay.
The original number. This is BJP and allies.
By the way, mathematics is not correct because this is 37 seats, not 50 seats. You seem to be prone to exaggeration.
No.
Nupur Ratnakar Tripathi says this is not a big deal. It's not a big deal, he says. Yes. Nupur Sharma. Opening it up. We'll keep it moving fast. Yes.
Good evening. Good evening, Arnab. To you, to co-panelists, and also to your viewers. With folded hands and with all humility, I would like to thank all the voters, all the Karyakartas, and all those people, especially women folk who came out in huge numbers and reposed their faith in the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister again. Now, this is interesting. Ratnakar ji, while looking for moral victories in their losses, is trying to undermine our victory. In almost 4 decades, Arnab, we have seen that in Uttar Pradesh, the same party does not consecutively form government. Rather, the same has been repeated in Uttarakhand. Everybody, barring maybe 3 pollsters, one of them was announced by you on your channel, said it's a very close contest, it's a very tight contest. Look what happened in Uttarakhand. states wherein we had governments in power, we were incumbent, we've ensured not only a vote share increase, but in some instances a seat increase. Like for example in Goa, and Goa is where I would say, I'm sorry, but all exit posters got it wrong. The fact is that चार दिशा में, as the Prime Minister said, हमारे भारतवर्ष के चार दिशा में से चार राज्यों में से हमें आशीर्वाद मिला है. So this is a win which is very important because it has happened across the country. But we would like to say this is a win of the women folk, of the safety security, of the youth of this country, and especially of the poor लाभार्थी. In the sense, वो जो लाभार्थी चेतना वर्ग नया बन के निकला है इस चुनाव के अंदर, those people who easily, without hurdles, get the benefits of the 140 plus schemes, policies which have been announced by the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. This is the fact. There was earlier only corruption between so-called scheme and its implementation and actual deliverables.
Shall I open it up, please?
You have people who have gas connections, electricity connections, houses, Izzat Ghars, and what have you.
So let me get in Atul Kumar Anjan as well. Atul Kumar Anjan, this is a big deal in my view. Really, really, really big deal. I in fact think that what Yogi Adityanath has achieved today, what under the guidance of Narendra Modi, the BJP, will be written in India's political history for decades. When else, Atul Kumar Anjan, has the same party come to power in the state of Uttar Pradesh with a higher vote share? Has it ever happened before? When else in UP, Atul Kumar Anjan has a sitting chief minister contested and won with a margin of 40.77% and a vote share of about 68%. When else Atul Kumar Anjan as a chief minister completed a tenure and won again? In 70 years, this has not happened. I'm sure you agree with me. Maybe you want to add something to it. Atul Anjan, please.
Dear Arnab ji, these issues are very paramount issues which you have raised. But I just want to say, just correct your words. It's not a historic victory. It is not an unprecedented victory. If this is unprecedented victory, then what you will call even in 2017, when then 325 seats were won by the BJP and its allies. Which one was unprecedented? This one was unprecedented, or that one 2017 was? Number
if you allow me, I'll answer that.
Now you are talking about the percentage of vote. Now you are talking. No, hey, just a minute. You can announce and all that. I just want to say the percentage of the votes. Sometime we discuss percentage of votes. Sometime when it suits to us, we count the numbers of the votes. Sometime we count the seats of the seats. Now what is happening? In this election, BJP has not crossed the 2017 mark of 325. It is 265 or 70. Yes, it's a good win. It's a good impressive record. It's a good seat. But you must also understand, this is the first time after 3 decades, after 1984, the first time in our state assembly of Uttar Pradesh, opposition is also having a very good number of seats. Now I hope the opposition will play its role well, and the second term which Yogi Adityanath ji has got by the people's mandate will perform well, and they will complete their sankalp what they have said. This is my understanding. I don't want to go in the, attack, counter attack and all that. The coming days, in the 2024 and all that, I'll discuss it later.
No.
Thank you.
No, I will want Nupo to respond. Maybe MR will respond. We should have an open debate on it, because we have a difference of opinion. You said if this is historic, then what happened in 2017? Atul Kumar Anjan, if you want a direct answer, 2022 is historic. 2017 was important because this is triple anti-incumbency. Anti-incumbency 1, BJP has been in power since 2014 in the center. Anti-incumbency 2, BJP is in power since 2017 in the states. Anti-incumbency 3, it won the general elections in 2019. 3, anti-incumbency turned into pro-incumbency. Of course, this is more historic. And by the way, which chief minister in Uttar Pradesh has completed a tenure and won again since 1985. Narayan Dutt Tiwari, Chandrabhanu Gupta 1962, Hemwati Nandan Bahuguna 1974. You know political history, you are trying to deny it because you don't like Yogi. You don't like the BJP. Ab ye kehte hain na ki even your opponents, when they achieve something, you must acknowledge. I thought you would acknowledge it, but you are refusing to acknowledge it because of your political differences with the BJP. And I want Nupur to respond to you. Let the debate be open. Nupur.
You know,
I just want
like
to say,
I said at the beginning, Arnab, they're trying to undermine our victory. May I please? They have been trying to undermine this victory. They have no answer for how in almost 4 decades consecutively the same power has earned the mandate and the Ashirwad and the blessings of the electorate of Uttar Pradesh. They have no answer for that. Like I said, they are looking for moral victories in their very dismal performance. But I would like to maintain this. You are right, even in Goa, this is the 3rd time we are forming government in a straight row. And I want to remind you, not only 2014, 17, 19 and 2022, जब हम 17 जीते थे अर्नब, every political pundit started saying, oh, this was the litmus test, अब 2019 में जीतेंगे. अब हम 22 जीते हैं, हम जीते हैं, हम हारे नहीं हैं. वोट शेयर ऊपर गया है. चाहे वो मैन्युफैक्चर्ड हाइप हो, चाहे वो ऑपोजिशन महागठबंधन के एक प्रॉप्ड अप लीडर हो फ्रॉम द वेस्ट यूपी बेल्ट. आपने सब कुछ हथकंडे अपनाने की कोशिश कर ली, सारे कास्ट और धार्मिक कोलिशन बनाने की कोशिश कर ली. इन स्पाइट ऑफ दैट वी हैव कम बैक विद अ रिसाउंडिंग मैंडेट. It is not that we have 203 seats and Akhilesh Yadav had 200 seats. And what I am trying to say is,
can I also get Shyam Singh Yadav?
17 में जीत गए, 19 में भी जीत जाएंगे, 22 में कहो, 22 में कहो. एक सेकंड अर्नब, 22 में भी कहने का गुर्दा रखो. 22 में आप 4 राज्यों में जीते हो, आपने अपेक्षा नहीं रखी थी. अब हम 24 में भी प्रचंड बहुमत नहीं, प्रचंड आशीर्वाद के साथ सेवा करने का मौका लेके दोबारा सरकार बनाएंगे.
And Shyam Singh Yadav is a senior leader and member of parliament of the Lok Sabha. Shyam Singh Yadav, you tell me. My question is, when else has the largest state in the country voted so decisively? When? Barring 2017, when the BSP and SP have both come to power in the past 2 decades, when else since 1985? I am saying, when else since 1985 has a victory been so decisive? You have to acknowledge it. You have to tell Atul Kumar Anjan to acknowledge it. See, Mr. Yadav, the problem with me, if senior political leaders like you from the opposition don't acknowledge the victory on the other side, then you are living in denial, I think. What do you think? What do you think, Mr. Yadav?
Arnab ji, we didn't do good. My party didn't do good. I'm sorry for it. I feel very disappointed.
I know that.
And at the same time, the whole opposition is feeling disappointed, right? But this victory, it seems to me, is very suspicious, very fishy, I must tell you. And
suspicious?
I personally feel, and so many feel, yes. There is role of EVM machines. If you say now, how did they win West Bengal, how I won, how Maurya ji got defeated, how some BJP leaders got defeated, this is not a logical answer. You know, they do it. I must tell you, every EVM is numbered, and where one EVM will go, it is pre-decided which booth, which assembly constituency, which parliamentary constituency.
You are accusing the election commission, you know.
I am doing serious
I think that you should be very careful. This is contempt of the election commission, sir. MR wants to respond. This is becoming very controversial now.
You just listen to me.
No, you are...
Sir, please stop this nonsense. I have to say nothing else, but please, ये nonsense को रोक दीजिए, क्योंकि जो कुछ भी हो रहा है, आप जो बता रहे हैं,
which
please stop your nonsense and your verbal.
No, let him complete anyway. Let him complete. Amar, I'll come to you. This is getting very worrisome.
Means it is under the control of BJP. I make this allegation. Every machine which is under the control of election commission is in turn under the control of BJP. You understand? And election commission so
I don't
far
understand.
has not able
Election Commission is an
to
independent
give a
body, sir.
single machine
Election Commission
so
is
that
not
it can be-
not an
it
extension
can
of the BJP.
Any
Why
machine,
you don't have a
any-
logic? Oh, no, I want to get response. Ratan Sharda. This is no Ratan Sharda is responding to Mr. Yadav. Ratan Sharda.
in today's
Ratan
time,
Sharda बोल रहे हैं, Ratan
election
Sharda.
commission
I can't stop him. He has to speak over it.
दिया था श्याम जी इलेक्शन
श्याम जी एक मिनट सुन लीजिए, रतन शारदा रिस्पॉन्ड कर रहे हैं जी। श्याम जी एक मिनट, श्याम जी रतन शारदा रिस्पॉन्ड कर रहे हैं। थैंक यू।
इलेक्शन कमीशन थ्रो चैलेंज टू कम एंड हैक अ मशीन। You remember? They challenged to come. Anybody can come and hack the machine. Nobody came forward. Nobody succeeded. Then how you can continuously make these allegations to somehow degrade the constitutional authority, science and technology?
No, I want to,
the entire technology has been proven to be foolproof.
Can I tell you?
Imagine the lakhs of machinery.
No. So I tell you one thing.
You have not taken up the challenge.
No. I'll tell you. Mr. Yadav, जरा एक मिनट रुक जाइए, please.
Analysts and experts.
You are diverting the entire debate
Just
to
1 minute. Give me a moment. Let me try and stop
issue.
him. Let me try and stop him. Mr. Yadav, I don't want to be rude. I'm requesting you to just stop for a minute. You see, what you are saying is totally absurd. Nupur, 1 minute. This kind of things should not be said. Why? What you are saying?
It's
not is that the Election Commission conspired with the BJP to defeat one of the deputy chief ministers of Uttar Pradesh, and the Election Commission sat together with Yogi and decided that Akhilesh should win in Karhal. And the Election Commission sat and constructed a conspiracy to make Arvind Kejriwal win in Punjab. So, these kind of statements when you're making, you sound like a bad loser. I want MR Venkatesh to come in. I think we're losing the real plot. I mean, I want you to come into the debate with... One minute. Just make your point. Yeah, go on, MR.
Mr. Arnab, a winner on the election day because you are on all channels today. Second thing, you got your exit polls right.
Thank you.
I should congratulate you.
Thank you.
The third one, I should say that I should congratulate all the winners across the political spectrum.
Yes.
Arnab, you started this debate about looking forward to 2024. What this election has thrown about is the days of veto by 2080 is over. The days of political domination by 80-20 has come in. This reality has not sunk into many of our political analysts. The days on which 20 would overrule and have a veto over 80 is all done and dusted. This election re-emphasizes one simple fact, that 80-20 is
what is this 80-20?
Whatever it may be.
I won't say whatever. What do you mean by it?
No caste, there is no...
Are you saying majoritarian?
No. Democracy is all about majority. Democracy is all
Are you talking about a religious majority?
No. This is when 2080 is talking.
He wants to ask you something.
2080
you can ask.
You can ask.
No. You make the difference between majoritarianism and majority.
We are talking about majority.
When you believe in majoritarianism, it becomes almost a proto-fascist mentality.
The fate of this country,
right?
And after 2014, 80-20 is
democracy. Of
that
course,
is what is
parliamentary democracy runs on numbers, but not
that is the basis of
majoritarian mentality.
No, don't give this majority.
One at a time, please.
How did you win? How did TMC win in Bengal?
But
now he's done. Stop.
We don't believe in this culture of hegemony, right?
Nobody believes.
No, this is you. That's what you are trying to say. Let me complete.
No.
The fact remains that I do not agree with the premise that this is a referendum for 2024 simply because of the fact that two elections are entirely different. We saw what happened in Odisha in 2019 election.
Yes.
Even the same man voted differently. Okay? First of all, of course, congratulations to all the winners. But this is no way semi-final to 2024.
Oh, really?
Certainly not.
Because your side lost.
Which side lost?
Your side. Mamata campaigned for Akhilesh. Both your side.
If you are saying this is a referendum, then Akhilesh is
I'm
winning.
not saying you were all saying.
Akhilesh has increased his vote share by 10%.
Moral victory.
Seats increased by at least 50. BJP lost, moral loss. Say this.
Okay, so we are in the area of moral loss and moral.
That's what you are saying.
So
I'm not saying this.
I'm saying
this is a different ballgame altogether. And for your kind information, Trinamool Congress won in Goa 2 seats. You also won 2 seats in Punjab. Mamta did not go to Goa. Prime Minister Modi went to Punjab for 2-3 times.
She went to Goa. She had campaigned in Goa.
No, Mamta did not go to Goa to
She had
campaign.
gone.
No, before
So-
election. Mamta was supposed to go, she did not go. And yet, TMC has
who
got
was your face in Goa? Mahua Moitra, Derek O'Brien.
6% votes in just 3 months.
You know,
right?
okay, so-
and your prime minister went to Punjab, he got only 2
Let me go back to
He
Uttar
got only
Pradesh.
2 seats.
Let me go back to
So
Uttar
if-
Pradesh.
if
Let me go back to
BJP
Uttar
is
Pradesh.
winning, prime minister is winning in UP, then prime minister is losing in Punjab.
Okay, give me a minute
The same
now.
prime
Give me a minute, please. Now I'll go to Abhishek, and I'm opening the political debate. Now hear me, please. Please don't jump at me, Atul Kumar Anjan. Before that, Abhishek Sudhir. See, what happens is, Abhishek, when you try everything and then you lose, that means you have no cards left. And for your side this time, everything failed. Everything failed. There was an atmosphere to create an atmosphere of anger, hate, divide. Everything failed. You know what happened in Lakhimpur Kheri. You tried to polarize voters after the most unfortunate Lakhimpur Kheri incident. It all backfired. Today BJP won all 8 seats in Lakhimpur Kheri. Then second point, you called Jinnah a freedom fighter. You said that like he's a great man like Sardar Patel and Mahatma Gandhi. That was not an innocent comment. Why? It was to attempt to appease a radical section. It failed. What happened? In the place where this comment was made, Hardoi, the BJP was leading and won. Farm bills, you told farmers everything will come back after elections. साफ नहीं है, चुनाव के बाद फिर लाएंगे. क्या हुआ? Did it affect the BJP? No. Then the kind of personal attack your leader Akhilesh Yadav said कि बहुत अच्छी बात है, 1 महीना नहीं, 2 महीना, 3 महीना नहीं, वहीं रहे. वो बनारस जगह रहने वाली है, आखिरी समय पर वहां जाना है. This kind of personal comment was made about the Prime Minister. What happened? BJP has won all the seats in Varanasi. So Abhishek, admit it tonight. You tried everything and you failed. Abhishek. And responding on the other side will be Nupur. We're taking the debate forward. Abhishek.
Okay, I admit it. I guess that's it, right? I admit it. They won every seat in Lakhimpur Kheri. It failed.
I can't.
We failed. We didn't win. We failed. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yeah. I'm waiting for you to complete your sentence. Please go on. Make your argument. Yeah.
What can I say? 4 farmers were run over in Lakhimpur Kheri and they won every seat. What can you say? They won. Congratulations, Nupur. Congratulations to the BJP. Congratulations to all the supporters. Well done. We live to fight another day. But I'm here on Republic TV at 9 p.m. where I started. And we're here and we're going to keep fighting. If we lose in 24, we'll come back in 27. If we lose in 27, we'll come back in 29. We lose in 29, we'll come back in 32. We'll keep fighting. That's the job of the opposition, to oppose. You propose, we oppose. That's a democracy.
Okay. No, but I'll tell you one thing. Very smart. I'll let Nupur respond. I'll tell you. The question will be. The one. No. MR is responding on Nupur, please.
No, I will leave the debate if this gentleman MR talks.
I want to respond.
I don't want to do any face-off with him. Nupur, go
Okay,
ahead.
Nupur is responding. Thank you. Nupur.
Well, I'm sorry, a panelist cannot decide which other panelist speaks, but that's the anchor's job. But I am going to say this.
I congratulated you and you still
enough
want
with
to
the
fight with
tirade.
me.
When you were
Congrats,
lathi
yaar.
charging,
आप जीत
allow
गए.
me. Thank you.
Be
Thank
happy,
you.
यार. आप जीत गए.
Thank you.
खुश रहो यार. आज भी
Arnab,
क्यों लड़ रहे हैं आप हमसे? Congratulations, you ran a
Okay,
good
let
campaign.
us speak,
You
please.
won.
Let's have a very serious. This is not necessary.
Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm being a gracious loser.
Basic courtesy. The fact is.
Thank you.
Humility in our victory and being gracious in your defeat is equally important, Mr. Sudhir. I was not heckling you. In fact, we realize that these mandates starting from 2014 is an added responsibility. But unfortunately, Arnab, there are 3 points I want to pick up. I did not hear anybody who pretends to be a Samajwadi Party supporter ever come out and speak for the innocent sage. For that matter, in Lakhimpur Kheri, the matter is sub judice. There is a central investigative agency inquiry sitting on it. In fact, when you say that You ran over. Sorry? Who from the Bharatiya Janata Party ran over? Is there a final judgment to the effect that somebody who is an active politician from the Bharatiya Janata Party, I take very strong objection to that, being a practicing advocate. Now, point number 2, I had never heard anybody, have so much remorse for our innocent sadhus and sons, our car sevaks who were actually shot at sight under Mulayam Singh Yadav government, or for that matter Akhilesh Yadav's government. On 2 instances in 2014 and in 2016, he lathi charged poor innocent protesting farmers. Do you realize that? I never heard you speak in their favor ever. मार दिया हमारे लोगों को मार दिया फिर भी सत्ते में बैठे हो. I'm sorry, keep down the sarcasm. Today, you also need to be gracious in defeat if I am being humble in our victory. Now coming back to, किसकी गलती है ये? आपने अर्नब अगर थोड़ा सा भी फोकस किया होगा, when third phase ended in Uttar Pradesh, Akhilesh said 400 से ऊपर सीट आएगी. 403 में से 400 से ऊपर सीट आएगी. When before 7th phase ended, he said हमारी 300 सीट आएगी. 7वें फेज में वोट पड़ते ही अखिलेश ने कहते ईवीएम हैक हो गई. It's very easy for everybody to go and pinpoint. Why don't you go to the Supreme Court? It's a Supreme Court judgment which has announced and pronounced that EVMs are not hackable. और फिर हम इतनी सीटों पे क्यों रुक जाते? 403 नहीं जीत जाते और पंजाब को क्यों भी छोड़ते भाई हम? And for that matter, Professor Mondal, if you're saying that it's not a great victory, everybody is trying to undermine victory. ठीक है, आप लोग
Professor Mondal on
आप करेंगे, आप धंधा कैसे
Professor
चलाएंगे?
Mondal.
दुकान कैसे चलाएंगे? But please be reminded. Please be reminded, Mamata Banerjee ji could not save her own seat in her own backyard in West Bengal. So I don't know what your argument was tantamounting to. All I can say is, जनता का अपार प्यार, आशीर्वाद,
I want to get some of the others.
और विश्वास आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी में.
I want to get Atul Anjan also right now. Yes. I want to at this stage bring back Atul Kumar Anjan. Atul Kumar Anjan. What used to be the agenda of the communist parties in India? They said they are communist, they are pro-people and they are pro-poor. Now, what has happened is, and as a seasoned political observer, I'm sure you'll agree with me, PM Awas Yojana scheme's urban component led to the delivery of 1 million houses in Uttar Pradesh. That is pro-people, pro-poor. Extensive COVID relief package. Million tons of rice, chana, soya bean oil, salt, all distributed as part of the COVID package. 1,460 lakh beneficiaries across the state just from December 21 to February 22. Now, if you also let me give you one more figure, this may shock you. 4% jump in women's participation under the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. Women participation has gone up, so women are getting more money in their hands. Pro-people, pro-poor, pro-family. One district, one product scheme. Who is benefited the most, Atul Kumar Anjan? You went and said the BJP is anti-Muslim. But you know that the biggest beneficiary of this were Muslims, whether it be in the revival of the lock industry in Aligarh, brassware in Moradabad, bells and ghungroos in Etah, leather products, chamde ke product in Agra, shoes in Hamirpur, carpets in Badoi, or glassware in Firozabad. This is pro-people, pro-poor, pro-employment. What I'm asking you, Atul Anjan, that जब आप ये सब ये बजरंग दल, VHP, हिजाब, कॉम्युनल एजेंडा, एंटी मोदी, हिंदू टेररिस्ट, हिंदू टेरर वाली पॉलिटिक्स में अगर आप लिप्त हो गए और नीचे नीचे द बीजेपी वाज वर्किंग फॉर द पीपल एंड दीज स्कीम्स आर व्हाट हैव बेनिफिटेड द बीजेपी द मोस्ट. प्लीज गिव मी अ काउंटर टू दैट इफ देयर इज वन. अतुल अंजान.
I just need some time, Arnab. Whatever you have said, I just reply it.
Please.
Tell me, our Prime Minister has said on the floor of the Parliament that the Manrega is the blunder, monumental blunder. Why you are trying to take credit of that one? Why you are trying to take credit? It is we Who introduced Manrega when we were supporting from outside to the Manmohan Singh government? RTE, right to education and right to food. These 3-4 things we have expressed, and that has been, you see, part of the government and the government decision. अब आप बता रहे हो कि घुंघरू बंद गए, ये बंद गए। अरे आदमी की खरीदने की शक्ति खत्म हो गई कोरोना काल में, और आप बता रहे हैं कि ये सब खूब बिक रहे हैं, ये फ्लरिश कर रहे हैं। कहाँ का ये सब भावनात्मक बातें आप कर रहे हैं? ठीक है, जीत होती है, जीत गए हैं, लेकिन मैं पूछ रहा हूं 2017 में तो बड़े धार्मिक प्रवचन दिए जा रहे थे, और धार्मिक प्रवचन के बाद अब तो मंदिर भी बन गया, काशी भी आ गया, मथुरा भी प्लान में आ गया, तो फिर ये सीटों की संख्या घट क्यों गई? दीज आर द क्वेश्चंस व्हिच हैज टू बी आंसर्ड, व्हिच शुड बी टेकन वेरी सीरियसली।
हां, घटी भाई
मैं ये नहीं कहना चाहता कि जीत
रतन शारदा
जस्ट अ मिनट, मैं ये नहीं कहना चाहता कि जीत, मैं नहीं कहना चाहता कि जीत नहीं होती, लेकिन आप कह रहे हैं, अभी आपने कहा इलेक्शन कमीशन पर, मैं इलेक्शन कमीशन एक संवैधानिक संस्था है, उसको बड़ा प्रणाम करके एक बात कहना चाहता हूं। नेवर इन द हिस्ट्री ऑफ द इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑल द 3 members belong to one state cadre. Two of them where you see with the chief minister,
इसमें पाबंदी है,
they were his personal
इसमें पाबंदी है। नहीं, ये क्या आपने एंगल दे दी?
बट नहीं, पाबंदी नहीं है।
आप क्या कह रहे हैं? रतन शारदा रिस्पॉन्ड कर रहे हैं, रतन शारदा कुछ कहना चाहते हैं आपको?
एक कम्युनिस्ट को इस प्रकार भाषाई बातों के ऊपर उद्दंड होना, ये शोभा नहीं देता आपको।
इसी पर लोगों,
आप बड़े पुराने कम्युनिस्ट हैं, आप राष्ट्र की बात करते हैं, आप प्रांतवाद के अंदर लाके झगड़े डालना चाहते हैं, ये कौन सा कम्युनिज्म है?
पूछ रहा हूं कि
मैं मानता हूं आप भारत को एक देश नहीं मानते, अतुल जी, मैं मानता हूं भारत को एक देश नहीं मानते, लेकिन भारत के लोग मानते हैं,
मुख्यमंत्री
आप मत मानिए।
मुख्यमंत्री के नहीं, क्या मानते हैं? आपको ये क्या बात मानते हैं? एक ही राज्य के हमारे ही पर्सनल
नहीं, आप जब कहते हैं कि केडर में तीनों गुजरात के, आपका कहने का मतलब इसमें घाला मेला है। आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जाके जाइए, आप भारत को टुकड़ों में देखने की कम्युनिस्टों को आदत पड़ गई है, ये आपकी समस्या है। मुझे मुख्य मुद्दे पे आने दीजिए। आपने कहा
अरे रतन शारदा,
मनरेगा, आधार कार्ड सब आपने लाया, उपयोग किसने किया? मोदी जी ने लिया। जनधन योजना कौन लाया? मोदी जी लाए। डायरेक्ट कैश बेनिफिट किसने करके दिया? मोदी जी ने करके दिया। योजनाएं पेपर में बहुत कुछ बनती हैं, वास्तव में क्या होता है ये आपको देखना पड़ेगा।
अखिलेश यादव की जीत की हार को आप बता रहे हैं, बड़े महिमा मंडित कर रहे हैं। मैं आपसे पूछना चाहता हूं, आप 325 से 270 क्यों आ गए? तमाम चीजें कर रहे थे आप, काशी कर रहे थे, मथुरा कर रहे थे आप, अमीना क्या कहते हैं, अयोध्या कर रहे थे।
अतुल जी,
270
हर हार में जीत ढूंढना, अब आप हर जीत को हार बताना आपका काम है। आप नैतिक जीत आपको मिल गई। जरा बात पूरी करूं मैं,
होते तो
अरे आप लगातार बोलते रहेंगे। काफी बोल लिया आपने, काफी बोल लिया आपने। अरे अतुल जी, काफी बोल लिया आपने, प्लीज। अगर लाभार्थी नहीं है तो बीजेपी कैसे जीती? सीधा सा सवाल है। क्या लोग पागल हैं, लोग बेवकूफ हैं जो लोग दे रहे हैं बीजेपी को वोट? अब मैं मुख्य मुद्दे पे आता हूं। मैं आपके छोटी मोटी हार में जीत में हार की बात, नैतिक हार जीत की बात नहीं कर रहा हूं। मुझे मुख्य मुद्दे पे आने दीजिए। अर्नब ने शुरुआत की, 2024 की शुरुआत है क्या? मैं कहूंगा यस। मणिपुर, नॉर्थ ईस्ट, जो कि भारत के नक्शे पे आता ही नहीं था, राजनीति के नक्शे पे, इलेक्शन उसके डिस्कस ही नहीं होते थे, वहां कौन क्या रहा है पता ही नहीं होता था। एक महान एडिटर ने कहा कि टिरेनी ऑफ डिस्टेंस में नॉर्थ ईस्ट का समाचार भी नहीं देते। वहां नॉर्थ ईस्ट के अंदर बहुत बड़े परिवर्तन आए हैं, वहां बीजेपी ने अपने, अरे फिर आप बोलने लग गया, इनको समझाओ जरा। अरे भैया जरा बोलने दीजिए अदनान जी, आगे सुनिए। मणिपुर में बीजेपी ने पैर जमाए, नॉर्थ ईस्ट में पैर जमाए, यूपी के अंदर।
Let Nupur also respond now. Ratan Sharda, let Nupur also respond. You got your time. Let me get in Nupur and then I'll take the debate forward. Nupur, please. Nupur.
उसके बाद देखिए,
Nupur, please.
किसकी सत्य को नकारेंगे?
एक चीज नोटिस करिए,
आप किसकी सत्य को नकारेंगे?
आपने
Nupur.
आपने एक चीज नोटिस करी अर्नब, and even Ratan ji must have. When you look for caste divide, even in a constitutional body and authority like the Election Commission, it's reflective of where your mind actually belongs. The fact is, the opposition today does not have its ear to the ground. When the Prime Minister speaks about his 140 plus policies and labhartis, beneficiaries, because he is delivering without any hurdles as he spoke today. Now tell me something, a free gas connection, क्या घर पर खटखटा के पूछता है कि आपकी जाति क्या है, आपका धर्म क्या है, मैं तभी आपको मुफ्त में मिलूंगी? पीएम आवास विकास योजना, क्या वो पहले ये पूछता है कि मैं आपको तभी बिकूंगी, आपको तभी मैं घर बन के दिखाऊंगी अगर आप मुझे अपना जाति और धर्म बताएंगे? या फिर वो इज्जत घर 11 करोड़, वो कहते हैं बहन अगर तुम मुसलमान हो तो मेरे अंदर मत आना, यहाँ पे मत शौचालय करना, यहाँ पे अपना मत इस्तेमाल करना, अगर तुम हिंदू हो और इस जात की हो तभी आना. Fact is, none of this happens today. All of this is hogwash. And even today, this morally victorious opposition हमारी सीटों के बारे में पूछ रहे हैं. प्रणाम करके हाथ जोड़ के आपसे पूछ रहे हैं, आपकी कितनी सीटें हैं भाई साहब पूरे भारतवर्ष के अंदर? आज ऑपोजिशन की इतनी बुरी हालत है. 690 seats roughly. I heard a psephologist say this. 690 seats were contested in these 5 state elections. Congress does not even account, the grand old party does not even account for 10% of those seats. Issue is, ये इतने desperate हो गए हैं. If you heard the official Congress spokesperson in his press conference today, Arnab, you know what he said? Oh, भावुक हो गए लोग, emotions में बह गए. What do you mean? You think the voter in the electorate today cannot decide for themselves? You think they don't have the सूझबूझ or the intelligence to actually finally take a call? Sorry to say, when they actually see, vaccine, ये scientific की बात करता है ना. I want to come back to the EVMs. EVM hack हो गई, आपके एक पैनलिस्ट ने बोला. इनकी scientific knowledge तो इतनी महान है कि इनके MLC ने क्या कहा था? टीका लगाओगे तो impotent हो जाओगे. When you today, as on date today, over 180 doses of the coronavirus vaccine have been given in this country. 80 plus crore people have been fully vaccinated. The fact is that India is moving ahead. We've taken the lead in defeating coronavirus. During COVID pandemic, it was not peculiar to India. It was a worldwide pandemic. During coronavirus pandemic, 84 crore plus people were fed. They were given ration free of cost under PM Garib Kalyan Yojana. ये हवाबाजी नहीं है. अगर राशन नहीं पहुंचता, just because the Prime Minister wanted to ensure nobody goes home, nobody goes to bed on an empty stomach. अगर राशन नहीं पहुंचता तो हमें विश्वास भी नहीं मिलता मतदान के तरीके से. आप समझ जाइए. Have your ear to the ground. आप जाति ढूंढते रहिएगा इलेक्शन कमीशन में. आप जब तक ये करेंगे, आपको आपकी मॉरल डिफीट, मॉरल विक्ट्री, व्हाटएवर यू वांट, आपको मुबारक हो. हम जिम्मेदारी बहुत विनम्रता पूर्व.
Atul Anjan wants to respond. Thank you. Atul Anjan wants to respond. Ratnagar Tripathi will come back. Atul Anjan.
एक बार मैं कहूंगा, just I want to say कि tell me, I just want to know from the BJP representatives, after this March 22, this free dole will continue, this 10 kg. This 10 kg of rice or wheat, this will continue. 1 kg of the EDAB oil will continue. 1 kg of gram will continue. That has to be said because this is a sort of, beneficiaries bribe system. Number 2, I just want to ask, why Mr. LK Advani went to no Indian politician has gone. You are talking about Jinnah. No Indian politician has
one
gone
question,
to
sir. How many seats have you got in
Jinnah's
these 5 states, sir? How many seats has the Communist Party got in these 5 states?
Doing like this they were reading Fatiha.
Can somebody tell me how many seats has Mr. Atul Anjan's party got in these 5 states? क्या सर आपको पॉलिटिक्स से हटाया गया है? आपको पॉलिटिक्स का रियल में नहीं है. You are not even in Pluto. Why do you talk about Indian politics? You are not even there, sir. You are not even bound anywhere near to Indian politics. You have been discarded. You have been flushed out. You must realize this. You are nobody, and you are commenting about so many things as if you are in the center of everything. And
blame to Akhilesh Yadav, blame to counting. अरे बाबा आपका भी देश में 2 ही MP था 1984 में. आज आप चलिए ये 3 सवाल खत्म हो जाएंगे तब क्या करेंगे आप? नोपुर. आज तो हम जानते हैं. मैं लखनऊ में बैठा हूं, आप अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी की कितनी
सीट मिला है सर? इतना बता दीजिए ना सर.
हाँ दे दीजिए.
आपको कितना सीट मिला है ये बता दीजिए ना.
नोपुर sir.
Allow me to answer.
Now Ratnagar,
please allow me to answer this.
Yes.
I have one simple question. Was there any
in the middle Ratnagar? Go on.
2020 or 2021? Any major election? Was there any major election in 2020 or 2021?
Middle Ratnagar.
Major election in 2020 or 2021 that you're linking? One second. That you're linking पीएम गरीब कल्याण योजना डायरेक्टली टू इलेक्शंस, कौन से चुनाव थे पिछले साल और पिछले से पिछले साल पहले?
Now let me tell you one thing, Dr. Goswami.
You tell her.
Before MR Venkatesh says कि आपको राइट है कि नहीं, आप सिर्फ 2 जीते। पहली चीज तो मैं नुपुर शर्मा जी को बता दूं।
नुपुर शर्मा को रत्नाकर त्रिपाठी कुछ कह रहे हो? नुपुर 1 minute. नुपुर रत्नाकर त्रिपाठी saying something to you. रत्नाकर त्रिपाठी saying something to you.
रत्नाकर जी तो ये भी
मनरेगा का तो आपने पार्लियामेंट में विरोध किया है, मोदी जी ने।
नहीं नुपुर शर्मा जी
एनआरईजे का, और आज आपने पार्लियामेंट में भाषण किया।
ओके
मैं बोलूं कि नहीं बोलूं?
जल्दी बोलिए।
मनरेगा।
अरे नुपुर शर्मा जी ये बताइए, अर्जुन सिंह मेघवाल ने क्या कहा था? आप बता रही थी कोरोना पे कि भाभी जी का पापड़ खाओगे तो कोरोना नहीं होगा, और 17 नवंबर 2021 को पीएमओ में 3 के तीनों चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर के साथ गए थे कि नहीं गए थे? पीके मिश्रा जो सेक्रेटरी है पीएम के,
आप इल्जाम लगा रहे हैं।
नो
आप कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडी पे इल्जाम लगा रहे हैं। प्लीज डोंट बी अ बैड लूजर।
आपको मैं बता रहा हूं, आप और अर्नब गोस्वामी जी मेरी बात सुन लीजिए। आपने मुझे स्तब किया 2 बार दिन में। आज 8:32 मैंने कहा कि this contest will be between the caste election and Hindu upsurge of the Hindu sentiment.
Look at it that way.
And you said no, it is too early. अभी आपने बोला
I said the BJP is going over 270 at 8:30 and I was right.
You just now said 37 seats.
37 seats is the difference from 300.
No, not at all. BJP plus is 275.
I'm talking about BJP.
हाँ, तो how much is BJP? Tell me the figure.
I'm telling you the BJP alliance is 275.
Yes, so the BJP alliance was 325.
Over some fine print
No, not at all. No,
you
please.
can't extract a victory out of this. Ladies and gentlemen, on the other side, this is exactly the problem. The choice is simple. It's been a big victory. Why don't people acknowledge it? I don't know. When I come back on the other side, verdict for 2024. The verdict is on the wall, but are people reading it? See you in a few minutes. Don't go away.